Topic, excuse me. Topic 2-4, multiplying polynomials. Uh, we're going to learn something called the box method and how to multiply binomials times binomials. Binomial has two terms. A binomial times trinomials, something times two terms times something with three terms. And in order to do that, we're going to use a method called the box method. Now, the first part here has to deal with algebra tiles using the box method. Now, just a refresher on algebra tiles. Okay, first of all, the large squares. And you can draw this key on your paper that you can refer back to you. The large squares. Okay, one of them is filled in, or one of them is dark, the other one is not. The one that is just the box represents x squared. The one that's filled in represents negative x squared. Okay. The long rectangles. Okay, once again, there's a positive and a negative one. The one that's filled in is negative. These represent x and negative x. Okay, then the small squares. Okay, once they represent a positive one and a negative one. Okay, now let's look here. First of all, we have an x and a 1 and a 1. We're going to multiply it times x 1 times 1 or plus 1. Okay, now factors. Let's deal with these first. Now, the factors are representative of what we're actually multiplying together. Up top, we have x plus 1 plus 1. That would be x plus 2 times, what do we have on the side? X plus 1, which is x plus 2. So right here, we're going to multiply x plus 2 times x plus 2. Okay, now, in order to use the box method, we take the first thing and multiply it by everything down here. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a picture using my algebra tiles to show what it represents. For instance, x times x. What is x times x? It's x squared. So I'm going to draw a large box or a large square. That's x squared. Now, x times 1. What is x times 1? X times 1 is just simply x. Then x times 1, which again is x. Okay, now we finish with the x's. I go to the 1. 1 times x is x. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, then we go over to the other one. 1 times x is x. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, now product. When we add these all together, how many x squares do we have? We have 1x squared. How many x's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus 4x. How many 1's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's plus 4. So we just multiplied x plus 2 times x plus 2, and we got x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, here, what do we have up top? We have 2x. Now, this is minus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, let's multiply these together. X times x is x squared. x times negative 1 is negative x. Okay, finish with this one. Go to the next one. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Okay, then we go over to the negative 1 once we have everything filled in. Negative 1 times x is negative x. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is negative times a negative is a positive. Then the last one, negative 1 times x is negative x. Then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Okay, so the product, how many x squareds do we have? We have 2x squareds. How many x's do we have? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So negative 4x. How many ones? 1, 2, plus 2. So when we multiply 2x minus 2 times x minus 1, we get 2x squared minus 4x plus 2. Okay, and we multiplied these using algebra tiles. Okay, now we're going to do the box method without algebra tiles. Okay, so number 1, we're going to multiply 2x minus 3 times x plus 1. First thing, let's draw a box. Okay. Now, we have a binomial times a binomial, so I need room, a 2 by 2 box. So I'm going to take one of the binomials. Okay, I'm going to write 2x, then negative 3 on top. And then I'm going to write x plus 1 down the side. Okay, just like we did just now with the algebra tiles, I'm going to use the box method to multiply these by these together. For instance, take the whatever number's on top, multiply it by each of the numbers down the side. So 2x times x. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. Okay, now we filled in the box. We go to negative 3. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. I've filled out my box. Now I have to combine like terms and come up with the product. Okay, now the ones you have to combine are typically right here. Okay, so add up all the 2x squareds. We have 2x squareds. Now, we have to combine these. They're like terms. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1x. Okay, and then we have the negative 3. Okay, number 2. Once again, draw a box. We have a binomial times a binomial. Now, 3x minus 4 squared is the same thing as 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4. Okay, it's a 2 by 2, or a binomial times a binomial. So I'm going to have 3x minus 4 times 3x negative 4. Okay, take these one at a time. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 4 is negative 12x. Now, go to the negative 4. Negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. And negative 4 times negative 4, negative times a negative, is a positive 16. Okay, combine like terms, add these up. We have 9x squared. Okay, negative 12 minus 12 more is negative 24x plus 16. Okay, there's my product. Number 3, multiplying x minus 7 times x plus 7. It's a 2 by 2 again, a binomial times a binomial. We have x negative 7 and x plus 7. Okay? X times x is x squared. X times 7 is 7x. Okay? Now go over here. Negative 7 times x. Negative 7x. And negative 7 times 7 is a negative 49. Combine like terms. We have x squared. Now, negative 7 plus 7 is 0, so that's really gone. Okay, so all we have left is x squared minus 49. And on number 4, we have a binomial times a 1, 2, 3. A trinomial, so my box is going to look a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to have my binomial on top. Okay, and I have to have 3 boxes down below. Okay, so I have a binomial times a trinomial. So up top, I'm going to have 2x plus 3, a 2x and a 3. Down the side, I'm going to have 3x squared plus 2x and a negative 5. So now I have my binomial times a trinomial. Okay, let's start with the 2x. 2x times 3x squared. 2 times 3 is 6. We have, okay, like base is x. So we add the exponents. 2 plus 1 is x to the third. Now, 2x times 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. There's 1x there and 1x there, so that's x squared. Okay, then 2x times negative 5. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10x, and we only have 1x there. Now to the negative 3, or excuse me, the 3. 3 times 3x squared is 9x squared. 3 times 2x is 6x. And 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now, okay, take a look at your exponents. Okay, if you look down here, most of the time, okay, they'll go just like this. For instance, we started with 3. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1. Okay? Now, when we combine like terms, you're actually going to have more like terms to combine. We have x squares to combine, and we have x's to combine. Okay? So now, start with the largest one first. X to the third. We have 6x to the third. Now, the x squared. 9 plus 4 is 13. So plus 13x squared. Okay, now the x's. Negative 10 and 6. Combine those. That's negative 4x. And then my minus 15. Okay. Now, you can do it the same way to multiply a trinomial times a trinomial. A binomial versus something that has 4 terms. Just set up the box to make the multiplication work. Now, the box method will always work. If you're comfortable with the box method, we're going to talk about a few other methods, but if you're comfortable with the box, okay, and you know you'll get the right answer, stick with the box. Okay. Now, anytime, okay, we have a trinomial times a trinomial. Okay, so we're going to have 3 boxes up or across, 3 boxes down below. Okay. Okay, so we have a 3 by 3 box. Okay, up top, I'm going to have 2x squared minus 4x and a positive 5. Down the side, I'm going to have a 5x squared, a negative 3x, and a positive 2. Okay, now start with the 2x squared. 2x squared times 5x squared. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, add the exponents. That'd be 2 plus 2, which is 4. Now 2x squared times negative 3x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. We have 2 x's there, 1 there. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then 2x squared times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And we have x squared. Now to the negative 4x. Negative 4x times 5x squared. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. There's 2 x's there, 1 there. That's x to the third. Negative 4 times negative 3x. Negative 4 times negative 3 is a positive 12. We have 1x there and 1x there. That would be x squared. And then negative 4 times 2, which is negative 8x. Now to the last column, 5. 5 times 5x squared is 25 x squared. 5 times negative 3x is negative 15x. And 5 times 2 is 10. Now, once again, you can check for your exponents. 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so our exponents go down in each column. Now combine like terms. Okay, and once again, these will be diagonal. The x to the thirds, the x squareds, the x's. Okay, so start with the largest exponent first. We only have 10x to the fourth. Okay, so let's combine these. Negative 20 minus 6 is negative 26 x to the third. Now combine my x squared. 25 plus 12 plus 4. 25 plus 12 is 37, plus 4 is 41. So plus 41 x squared. Now my x's have negative 15 minus 8 more. Negative 15 minus 8 is negative 23 x. Then what's left? The plus 10. So now we multiplied a trinomial times a trinomial, and here's my product. Now, like I was saying a minute ago, you can always use the box. If you're comfortable with the box, and you're not comfortable with this next method I'm going to teach you, then use the box. I'll draw it, put the binomial times the binomial, you will get the right answer. The next way we're going to look at this is by using the FOIL method. Okay, now, this is the same thing as the box, but you don't have to draw the box. We're still doing the exact same thing. Now, the F in FOIL stands for first. The O stands for outer. The I stands for inner, excuse me. And the L stands for last. Okay, now this is the order that we're going to multiply these binomials together. Now, the FOIL will only work with binomials. If you have a trinomial, okay, use the box. Okay, but binomials, you can use the FOIL method to get the same answer as we did before. Now, we're going to have to know what this first, outer, inner, last means. Okay, when I say first, I want the first term of each binomial multiplied together. That's x in this one, x in this one. So x times x is x squared. Outer, that means the outer part of the two binomials. Outer would be x in this one and 7 in this one. 7 times x is 7x, so plus 7x. Inner, that's the inside. That's negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x. And then the last would be the last term in each binomials. Negative 2 in this one, 7 in this one. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Okay, I've multiplied using the FOIL method, combine like terms, and get my product. The only like terms are right here. So that would be x squared. 7 minus 2x is 5x, so plus 5x minus 14. Okay, once again, if you're comfortable with the box, draw yourself a box and multiply them together. It's exactly the same thing. Number 7, using the FOIL. X times x, x squared. Outer, negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Inner, negative 4 times x, negative 4x. And last, negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Combine the like terms. That will give us x squared minus 9x plus 20. Okay. FOIL on number 8. X times x. It's x squared. Outer, negative 8x. Inner, positive 6x. Last, negative 48. Combine like terms. X squared. Okay, combine these. That's negative 2x minus 48. Okay, number 9. FOIL first. X times x. X squared. Outer. Okay, 9 times x is 9x. Inner. 1 times x is 1x. Last. 9 times 1. 9. Combine like terms. X squared plus, that would be 10x plus 9. Okay, once again, like I said, the box method or FOIL just works with binomials. Okay, now we have binomials. I'll do a couple of them using the FOIL, a couple of them using the box, just to refresh our memory. This first one, 10, I will use the box. Okay, up top I have a and a negative 2. Down the side I have a and a positive 7. A times a is a squared. A times 7 is 7a. Negative 2 times a is negative 2a. And negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Combine the like terms. Have a squared plus 5a minus 14. On 11, let's use the FOIL. First, r times r squared. Outer, 5 times r is 5r. Inner, 4 times r is 4r. And last, 4 times 5 is 20. Combine like terms. We have r squared plus 9r plus 20. Okay. On 12, I'll use the FOIL again. First, p times p. P squared. 2 times p. Outer is 2p. Inner, negative 2 times p is negative 2p. And last, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Combine like terms. 2 minus 2 is 0. So all we have left is p squared minus 4. Okay, another box. Okay, we have c and a positive 4 up top, a c and a negative 3 down the side. C times c is c squared. C times negative 3 is negative 3c. 4 times c is 4c. And 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Combine like terms. We have c squared. Okay. 4 minus 3 is 1, so plus c minus 12. And the last one, we'll use FOIL. First, x times x squared. Outer, negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Inner, negative 5 times x, negative 5x. Last, negative 5 times negative 1 is a positive 5. Combine like terms, we have x squared. Negative 1 minus 5 more is negative 6x plus 5. And there's my product. Okay, now, like I said, if you're comfortable with the box, use the box. If you're comfortable with FOIL and you're multiplying these together, use the FOIL. Okay, I want to give you two different ways to solve them. Okay, to multiply them together, whatever you're comfortable with, make sure you use that term. And I'll tell you, with the box, you will always get it right if you do the box correctly. And once again, FOIL only works with binomials. If you have a trinomial, use the box. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.